Okay, let's dive into this. There's quite a bit of buzz circulating right now
Yeah. About what specifically?
about a new launch. Something promising, well, some pretty big things,
Yeah.
like instant access to verified buyers.
Verified buyers. Okay, that's a hook.
Totally. And get this, they're saying without needing a website or making content or even, paying for ads.
Wow. Okay, that definitely hits on some major pain points for people trying to get sales online. Designed to grab attention, for sure.
Absolutely. And that's why for this deep dive, we're really zeroing in on one specific source we have.
What kind of source is it?
It's a promotional piece, basically a launch announcement from a promoter.
Gotcha.
They're sharing details about this product. It's called Social Safe List, and they say it's just gone live.
Right. So our mission here in this deep dive is to really unpack that specific announcement.
Exactly.
We want to pull out, what it claims Social Safe List is, understand the exact launch deal it's offering, and figure out the strong reasons it gives for why someone reading it should, well, jump on it immediately. We're analyzing the message itself.
Precisely. Think of us as just guiding you through this specific piece of material, pointing out what it emphasizes.
All right, let's get started. So, according to this promo piece, what is Social Safe List supposed to be?
Okay, so the source describes it as a system that gives you, and they stress this, instant access
Instant access to what?
to exclusive communities of verified buyers.
Yeah.
It presents this not just as like general traffic,
Right.
but specifically people who've already bought stuff online. They're proven buyers.
Verified buyers. Okay, so the source really leans into that distinction, positioning it as higher quality traffic.
Totally. It calls it Jeremy Kennedy's proven system for getting real buyer traffic. And this material, it lists some, well, pretty attractive benefits.
Okay, lay them out for us. What does the source claim?
All right. No website needed.
Okay.
No content creation.
Right.
Zero paid advertising.
Wow.
Setup time. Supposedly just 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Plus access to those verified buyer communities. And the promise that traffic starts flowing. Yeah. Like immediately.
Okay, those claims, they directly target the usual roadblocks, don't they? The tech headaches, the content grind, needing an ad budget.
Exactly.
The source makes it sound, well, remarkably smooth. Friction-free, almost.
It definitely paints that picture. And the whole context here is this is a launch announcement.
Right, timing is key.
It says Social Safe List is officially live now. And the promoter is pushing this info and the bonuses because, and this is a quote, the launch pricing won't last long.
Okay, so it's framed very clearly as a specific, limited time opportunity tied to this launch window.
Right. And the source actually breaks down that opportunity into layers. First up, launch day special pricing. Meaning Social Safe List is available right now at a significantly lower price than what it'll cost later. But this deal is only good for, quote, the next few days.
Okay, so a direct financial reason to act fast. Urgency baked in.
Absolutely. Then there are limited time bonuses. These are supposedly coming straight from the creator, Jeremy Kennedy. And the source says these bonuses just disappear once the launch period ends.
Okay, another layer of act now or miss out.
And on top of that, the promoter is highlighting their own exclusive bonus package.
Ah, some more bonuses.
Yeah. They claim they negotiated a special deal.
Yeah.
Bonuses you can only get if you buy through their specific link. And this package. Also time sensitive, according to the source.
Got it. So, based on this material, it's like a triple incentive. Discounted price on the main thing, bonuses from the creator, and extra bonuses from the promoter.
Right.
But it all hinges on acting fast and using that one specific link. It's quite a structure they've built.
That's the core offer laid out. Now, this material also mentions some recommended upgrades. OTOs, one-time offers you often see.
Ah, the upsells.
Yeah.
What does the source suggest considering after the initial purchase?
It flags one as a must-get. That's the Power Pack upgrade.
Power Pack, what's that do?
The source says it gives you over 600 additional communities. It frames it as basically a no-brainer for maximum traffic potential, especially at its launch price.
So, more reach. Positioned as pretty essential if you want the full benefit, according to this promo.
Precisely how it's presented. Then, they list something as great value. That's access to the Warrior Chat community, also at a launch discount.
Warrior Chat, that's a well-known forum, isn't it?
It is. And the source specifically mentions that the networking alone is worth it. So it's highlighting the community angle there beyond just the product itself.
Okay, interesting. So the material isn't just about traffic, it's also pointing towards the value of connections within that online marketing space.
Exactly. And finally, there's one for advanced users, the auto traffic machine.
Sounds serious.
Yeah. The source recommends this if you're looking to really scale up, like thousands of clicks a day. And again, it's available at launch prices. The materials is clear that the special pricing applies to these upgrades too.
So that time-sensitive discount strategy, it carries through the whole funnel, not just the front-end product. That's what the source indicates.
It does. Now, maybe the most interesting part of this whole piece is how hard it pushes why you need to act today. It lays out some really urgent reasons.
Right, this is where the persuasion really kicks in. What are the main arguments the source uses to get people to move now?
Okay, first, launch pricing ends soon. Simple enough. The special lower price will go up to the regular price in just days. The source says, and I quote, "You will literally pay more if you wait."
Very direct. A clear financial penalty for waiting, as they frame it.
Then, exclusive bonuses expire. That special bonus package from the promoter, only available during launch. Quote.
Gone forever after that.
So, based on the source's logic, if you hesitate, you don't just pay more, you actually get less stuff, less value.
That's exactly the picture it paints. It also mentions a community advantage.
Also, it argues that the earlier you get in, the better positioning you'll have in those buyer communities. Adding that, quote, "First movers always have the advantage."
An appeal to sort of getting ahead of the crowd. Potential long-term benefits tied to being quick.
Yes. And one more, support response.
Support.
The source claims that during this launch phase, Jeremy Kennedy and his team are providing maximum support, meaning you'll get, quote, "faster responses and more attention now than later."
Okay. So even customer service is framed as better if you act now.
Pretty much. The material wraps all this up by saying they've seen a pattern. Early adopters get the best price, the best bonuses, the best positioning, while, quote, "those who wait always regret it."
That's a pretty powerful narrative they're building there. Gain versus regret, directly linking speed to benefit across price, bonuses, position, even support.
It really hammers that point home. And this material, it doesn't just tell you why to act. It gives you literal steps, how to get started right now.
Okay, so what does the source actually tell someone to do?
All right, step one. Go to a specific link. It's https://li.link2800. They really stress that this is the exclusive link needed for the promoter's bonuses.
So the path to getting those promised extras is very specific. Singular, according to this document.
Crucial point, as they highlight it. Step two, buy Social Safe List at the launch price.
Makes sense.
Step three, they suggest you consider adding that Power Pack upgrade for the extra communities.
The must-get one.
Right. Step four, check your email for bonus delivery. Says it should arrive within 24 hours. And step five, join the private support group for, quote, "immediate help."
Seems like a clear step-by-step sequence,
Yeah.
laying out the exact actions they recommend to, grab the offer.
And they hammer home that critical point again. You must use that specific link, https://li.link2800i. It's stated as the only way to get their exclusive bonus package. They say bonuses cannot be added later if you use a different link.
The source really wants to make sure you understand the mechanism, how to unlock that bonus value. No room for error there.
Yeah, that instruction is crystal clear. Then the piece finishes with a final really strong push. Urgency and a call to action from the promoter.
How do they wrap it up?
They say they rarely get this excited, call the whole verified buyer community idea revolutionary. They insist the 10-minute setup claim is real and mention Jeremy Kennedy has a good track record.
So piling on some final credibility boosters and excitement.
Totally. And they circle back to people who act fast always win. And those who wait always pay more and get less. That's quoted again.
Reinforcing the core message.
The source repeats that Social Safe List is live right now, launch pricing, exclusive bonuses, but this window is closing fast. It speaks directly to you, the reader, saying don't be the person who waits and regrets it. Gives the link, https://li.link2800z again, and just urges, quote, "get it now."
Wow. Yeah, the message is absolutely focused on immediate action. The potential cost of waiting is framed very starkly and with a lot of energy.
Leaves zero doubt about what they want you to do. And interestingly, there's a small mention at the end. The source says a full written review is available at the same link, https://li.link2800i.
Yeah.
But it immediately follows up cautioning you against spending too much time researching. Why? because the launch price and bonuses, quote, won't wait for you to make up your mind.
That's fascinating, actually. So the source provides a path to more info, but frames using it as potentially risky because you might miss the deadline.
Exactly.
That's a really strategic way to frame the act of research itself, almost positioning deliberation as a disadvantage in this context.
It certainly tells you where this source puts the priority. Speed over deep thought, at least when it comes to grabbing this specific offer.
So let's pull this all together for you, the listener. What we've seen in this source material is a very targeted offer built around a product launch.
Right.
It makes some really clear claims, accessing verified buyers, simplicity, no ads needed, and it structures the whole opportunity with these layers of time-sensitive stuff.
That special pricing, the different bonus packages, all tied to acting fast and using that one specific link.
And it uses really strong, direct language, pushing hard for immediate action through that specific channel.
Yeah, understanding how a piece like this is put together helps you see exactly what's being offered according to the source, what benefits it claims you'll get, and the very clear emphasis on urgency and following their specific steps that really defines this kind of message. It helps you sort of see the anatomy of this promotion.
Exactly. So today, we've done a deep dive into this specific promotional source about the Social Safe List launch. We've pulled out its core claims about the buyer communities, the supposed simplicity.
We looked at the structure of the offer, too. The launch pricing, the bonuses, those recommended upgrades, all presented as time-limited.
And we walk through the very clear, very urgent steps this material lays out for someone wanting to take advantage of it. We've really analyzed the message and how it's constructed.
Right. So here's a final thought for you to chew on, based purely on this source we've examined. Given this source's intense focus on grabbing the limited time price and the exclusive bonuses right now, and that explicit advice not to spend too much time researching because the deal might vanish, think about how that structure, as presented right here in this material, is designed. It seems engineered to push you towards making a decision quickly, based mostly on the opportunity as it's laid out right there. What might that intense focus on speed imply about the kind of decision-making process this source encourages?